You cannot rush your journey. You cannot rush your life. Whenever you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, take your time. When you are achieving your goals, it's up to you to complete them. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what everybody else is saying. If you do not have the same access, if you don't have the same education, if you don't have the same tools, the support or resources, how other people feel about you and what people think about you is not your business and not your concern. Unless people are contributing and giving you constructive criticism for you to become better, speaking from their places of experience, giving you the wisdom, giving you the tools, you have to learn not to be distracted and worried about what everybody else is doing. You will get to where you need to be when you're supposed to on your time because it's for you. You cannot destiny stop. You cannot destiny swap. Nobody can take something that belongs to you. And if we're going to be completely honest, people are so attached to their goals, you don't realize that you're supposed to appreciate them in the moment. That comes to people, places, and materials. Nothing is going to be set in stone. You will be born into this world, and there's going to be a time for you to expire. Just like everything else in life, everything comes with an expiration date. But you can't force and rush the process that you're meant to experience. You don't have what everybody else has. Whenever you feel frustrated, whenever you feel overwhelmed, slow down. And I'm speaking from experience. So welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, and that's what we're going to talk about. Who said that you had to reach certain goals at a specific age in a certain time? Now, it's nothing wrong with you having goals, but if you don't have the tools, if you don't have the finances, you're uneducated, or you're doing something that you never done before, you're doing something that's unfamiliar, you don't know how long it's going to take for you to complete it, to receive it, and to achieve it. And you don't know what needs to be done until you start, until you try. And just because you see other people doing the same things as you, it's not going to be the same result. You don't have what everybody else has. You may not have two-parent household. You may not have the wisdom. You may not have the resources. You may not have the transportation. You can't be distracted and worried about what everybody else is doing. You don't have to get certain places in your life at a certain time if it's not meant for you to arrive. You know your circumstances. You know your situation. You, Y-O-U. You know what you've been through. You know the trials and tribulations that you're facing or have faced. Nobody gets to have authority over your life and say when things are going to work out for you or how they're going to work out for you. Once again, unless they're not meant to have access to you or they're contributing to you. So what people are talking about you, I can guarantee you 100% the people who are talking about you are not people that are meant to have access to you, be around you, and are going to be there when you get to need where you need to be, and they're not doing what you're doing. That's why people feel so entitled to you. Not only do they value you and look up to you, because they can't do what you got to do, they're going to critique you. They're going to say, well, I would do this, or you're supposed to be doing this. You're not everybody else. You're not society. And what people fail to realize, society are the people, is a group of people. Individually, human beings make up a society. There wouldn't be a society if there weren't people. When it comes to your healing journey, when it comes to you achieving success, when it comes to you elevating, when it comes to you doing things that you are unfamiliar with, you have to take your time, and I'm speaking from experience. What I realized within myself and the people that I work with and just human beings in regular or in general is that when we want certain things and when they come with a heavy value and it's going to last a long time, it takes a lot of time and energy and effort. Now, it's not to say certain things can't come to you and aren't tangible or don't have to take a certain amount of time and energy and effort, but you have to evaluate it and see what it is that you're asking for. Once you get what you want, that's it. The goal is to maintain what it is that you're asking for. So if you buy a house, once you buy the house, now you have to worry about your mortgage. Now you have to worry about your HOA. Now you have to worry about maybe neighbors. Now you got to worry about furniture. Now you got to worry about whatever it is to maintain a house. Like, relax. You don't have to be at a certain place at a certain time if it's not meant for you. And what I do know is as you show up for yourself every single day, the days are still going to go by. You doing something every single day is going to contribute to what it is that you want, or your harvest, as people like to say. If you plant seeds and you water it, you take care of it, it's going to produce when it's supposed to. There are going to be some things that you do not have control over. All you do have control over is what you have and where you are. So what? You think you have to take longer. That's your life. That's the hand that you've been dealt with. Everybody has a sad story. Everyone could sit here and say, well, that's not fair. This and this and that. That's not changing your situation. Not only is it going to not change your situation, it's not contributing to you. Worrying and pocket watching, as people like to say, about what everybody else is doing doesn't change your finances unless those people are going to help you. I don't have to be at a certain place at a certain time in my life if I'm not meant to be there. And I'm definitely not listening to people who are not even going or have been in the direction that I want to be in. I can tell you from experience, the people who talked about me, with all due respect, I had to catch myself. Spirit, thank you. They have not done the things that I've done. They have not seen the things that I've seen, and they're not going to. How do I know that? Because what they do and how they carry themselves, and it's not for them. Everything is not for everybody. It's not to shade them or disrespect them, but it's like, imagine me and you both speak Spanish, and there's somebody else that speaks Spanish, and you decide that you want to speak a new language. If me and this other person and you only speak this one language and you decide to do something different, how could you listen to somebody tell you, oh, you don't know what you're doing, or you're not going to learn a new language? They don't know what you're capable of. Just because me, you, and them are familiar with certain things doesn't mean they have authority over your life to say that you can't learn a new language. And that's when you have to evaluate who's talking negatively about you. These people are not even applying themselves or wanting to do better because they're complacent. They're okay with where they are, and that's fine. Once again, everything is not for everybody. My videos are not for everybody in the world because everybody is not supposed to be connected to me. As human beings, we're all connected, but everybody is entitled to do what they want to at the end of the day. I don't have control over nobody's life, and nobody has control over my life. Not your mom, not my mom, not your dad. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your goldfish Stanley. Stanley does not get to say what you can and cannot do. It's up to you. So what? Other people your age, that's them. That's the cards they've been dealt with. You can't worry about, well, everyone else is doing this. Don't feel bad. Because I can guarantee you, the people, once again, who talk about you, they're not even in your position. And what I mean by being in your position, they haven't gone through the things that you went through. So they, first of all, don't have the right to make you feel bad about yourself. And it's not to compare, it's not to contrast, it's not to say, well, there are other people out in this world who have it less or better. That doesn't change your situation. I don't tell people that. I'm not going to tell you, well, there are other people. If someone says that to you, don't take it as, oh, to compare yourself or that's supposed to make you feel better, but to keep, an open mind. But even still, I feel like that's misleading. I'm not going to tell you, well, other people have it worse than you. That's obvious, but that's not your situation. You can't worry about what other people are doing. So what? Other people your age are doing certain things. Have they gone through the things that you went through? Because I know personally nobody that I know my age that is in my circle is doing or has done or has been through the things that I went through. And it's not to make myself a victim, but that's the reality. And that's what you don't need to do. At one point in time, yes, we're all victims. Everybody is a victim at a certain point in their life, but you don't have to play the victim. You don't have to stay stuck and stagnant. I didn't allow people who I wasn't even supposed to be around to determine my worth. They don't know me. They never knew me. You know you. You're the only person that knows you more than you know anybody else. So let them talk. Let people say what they need to do. You don't have to have your whole life figured. Who said that? And once again, look at the people that's talking badly about you. Are they someone that you want to be like? Or because, like I said, I'm trying to keep it cute. I'm trying to really keep it cute because I don't have to be shady. I could be very honest, and that hurts a lot of people's feelings when you tell them the truth about themselves. If we're going to be honest, okay? But don't worry. Take your time. If you guys hear that loud noise in the background, it's my washing machine. I think I'm getting off this video, but take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be somewhere at a specific time. What's for you is what's for you. When you get there, you get there, but you don't need to be overwhelmed. You're too hyper focused on your goals that you're stressing yourself out when you need to take your time. The days and the time are going to go by. When it's time for you to arrive, when it's time for you to receive, when it's time for you to pop up and show, you're going to do what you need to do. So welcome or welcome back. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Ty_Guidance to stay up to date. All the information will be down in the description box below. If you want a one-on-one session, click the link and go to my website at tyguidancethissummer.com. And if you're interested in videos like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Let me know your experience in the comment section, and let me know what topics you want me to go over. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, where I do polls and ask you guys questions and answers about specific topics and just what we need to talk about. Okay? Love you. Bye.